Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Tim who lived in a small village. Tim was always unhappy and dissatisfied with what he had. He would often complain about the things he didn't have and would envy the possessions of others. One day, Tim's grandfather came to visit him. As they were sitting in the garden, the grandfather noticed that Tim seemed unhappy. He asked him what was wrong, and Tim replied, "I don't have the things I want. I wish I had more toys, and a bigger house, and nicer clothes." The grandfather listened patiently, and then took Tim by the hand and led him to the river that ran through the village. He asked Tim to look into the water and tell him what he saw. Tim looked into the water and saw his own reflection. The grandfather then asked him to throw a stone into the water and look again. Tim did as he was told and saw ripples spreading out from where the stone had landed. The grandfather then said to Tim, "Just as the stone you threw created ripples in the water, your actions and your attitude can create ripples in your life. If you focus on what you don't have, you will always feel unhappy and dissatisfied. But if you focus on what you do have and are grateful for it, you will find happiness and contentment." Tim thought about what his grandfather had said, and he realized that he had been taking things for granted. He had a loving family, a roof over his head, food to eat, and clothes to wear. He had many things to be grateful for, but he had never taken the time to appreciate them. From that day on, Tim made a conscious effort to be grateful for what he had. He started to notice the small things in life that he had taken for granted, like the beauty of the flowers in the garden, the sound of the birds singing, and the warmth of the sun on his face. He began to feel happier and more content, and he realized that he was already blessed with many good things in life. The moral of the story is that gratitude is the key to happiness. When we focus on what we don't have, we create negative feelings of envy and dissatisfaction. But when we focus on what we do have and are grateful for it, we create positive feelings of contentment and joy. We should always take the time to appreciate the good things in life and be grateful for them, because they are the true sources of happiness.